Hi everyone. I quickly want to discuss all the false information currently being spread on Facebook regarding this COVID alert application and everyone putting it on their status that no one should install it because it asks for permission to your contacts, etc., and they are going to block people and delete people. And there's so much falsehood in that message. Let me show you the permissions this application uses and a quick rundown, because I've been testing it just to show people and to see for myself how it works and what it does. So if you want to find this application, you would search for, let's say, COVID Alert South Africa, as I have it there. And there's the application. You can see it's already on my phone. Now, here comes the very important part where it says what's new. If you click on that little arrow, it's going to tell you what the application does. It's very basic. Go read it if you want. But what is very important is go down to the very bottom where it says app permissions, right here at the bottom, and click there, see more. Those are the permissions that this application has. It's not very much. It's run as a foreground service, full network access, which is absolutely obvious. It needs network access in order to, using a random number, send data to a central server, because that is how it knows about the other devices with which you have been in Bluetooth contact, where these random and randomized numbers are shared so that it can determine whether you are in contact with another person that has been have identified themselves as positive, completely anonymous. Now, here comes the other interesting part. I'm going to back out of this, and we can look here at the developer contact. Now, here is where a very important part is that everyone must take note of. If you expand that and you click on the privacy policy, it's this one here. You click on that, it's going to open the SA Coronavirus website, on which they have their privacy policy published. This is a legal document, and violation of this document is a gross violation, and you can take these people to court if they violate any of these privacy policies, etc. And for fraud, because it will then be fraud. Now, you can go read through this, but the part that's very interesting to me, which you should take note of, collection, processing of personal data. And it explains what the purpose of this app is and how it does it. And at 3.1.1, it says the entire system is designed to ensure that the app user is not identifiable and remains anonymous. Take note, you remain anonymous. And it carries on explaining how this works and how the data processed, the data cannot be traced back. And they even state here at the bottom at point C, not even the National Department of Health, Discovery Limited, or Telkom can determine who the original user was. So this is a safe app. Now, if they violate this privacy policy, then you can take them to court. Now, please, if there's anyone out there that has proof that this thing violates your privacy, by all means, sue them, sue the government, sue the National Department of Health. I dare you. And if there's no one that can prove that, please stop spreading lies. Now, people say, yes, but it tracks your location, etc. Are you worried about permissions? Really? Let's go back to the search bar on our Play Store and we look for Facebook, because these people are publishing it on Facebook, so obviously they have Facebook installed on their phones. How much permission do you think you give Facebook? Let's go to the About. We go right to the bottom and take a look at all the permissions that you give Facebook to do. Calendar access, camera access, full contact access. It can read your contacts, find accounts on the device, and modify the accounts. Location access using network and GPS. It can record audio. It can do telephone calls. Storage, it's got full access to your storage. Other permissions that it has, it can download files without notifying you that it's downloading files. Look at all these permissions that you're giving it. If those are the permissions that Facebook has, how are you worried about what the COVID Alert app is doing? People, stop believing the lies, stop being sheep, and go look at the truth.